think generally speaking, the plan will be just a couple of side quests, and then we'll probably end stream there. I kind of want to wait to do these ones. Just because they're all in that continent. Let's go to Aldil Docks. We'll do this one. What are we doing for this quest? Aiming high. I want to track like everything. So aiming high. I have to obtain oil from Aldhill. There's one oil. Wow, a whole oil.
Mid's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Oh, there it is. Love you can see like sparkling from afar.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Okay. Now, we'll wait to go back. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, wait, it's just this one, which we're gonna wait to do where there's a will until later. Let's go to Lost Wing, which is probably still completely barren and we can't do anything there. Yeah, just because it's all flooded. Which in Lost Wing... Three's Company, okay. Let's go talk with Quentin.
This is no time to ride.
Dude, come on. There we go. Sure took a second.
No need to ride from here.
Hello, Quentin. Long time no see.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
I mean, I don't have a ring, but okay.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Unfortunately.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll jump over to Northreach now. Got a bunch of stuff over there. In Sambrech.
He'd have our coin, our stock and our stores, and we're just supposed
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison.
I don't know if it's the
Fine.
true enemy.
You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Sabine's gonna be a problem. I
She
foresee
cornered
it.
you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive.
way.
I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
I think I did something to my neck not too long ago because I'm feeling sore on the back of it. I think it might be the gamer posture. What the fuck is going on here?
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous?
Oh, this is
I
the
don't
new
care either
recruit.
way, so long as you do as I tell you. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No
Dog.
magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
Lol.
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what he's like. How good he'll
It
be.
shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
So we go to Eastmarch then.
Come on. These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. You deserve a rest.
Clean kills. Oh, damn. Well,
Maybe not.
that's not good.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
He gonna die.
Run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
This should go well. This should be a lot of damage here. $80K. That was fairly clean. I don't think he hit me once. I think it was technically a flawless victory. We got a dragon talon off of it.
Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Wow. I mean, maybe he went in. He's like, oh, hey, he's distracted. Now's my chance. We got a crystal beak braid? Is that what that's it? Downward thrust damage by 10. That's not bad, I feel like. We can't go in the building, I'm assuming, you know. Inaccessible. So we go back to Northreach. Now, if he's back here... He's not?
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
What?
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
Okay. Okay, hold on, Clive. Hold on a second. I don't know about that one, Chief. It's kind of bullshit. If we didn't save him, he would have been dead. He was still a coward. He didn't draw his sword. He didn't even try to run immediately. I don't know. I don't think that's it. Little weird.
Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Wait, do I actually get to pick?
will await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay, if it's like an actual choice to keep him on, that's funny.
This one be an easy decision.
If not, then I don't know.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Nice try.
Alright, and easy. There, problem solved. Ah, shit. Nah, problem's not solved anymore. What? I don't think so. Where are you, Chief? Is it you? Who's doing the cure? Come at me. Ow. How did that not dodge?
It's over.
Got him. I was mostly just fooling around, but we got it. All things considered.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Dude, the grass is having a hard fucking time right now with loading. Uh-oh.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire.
Oh no.
We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Whoa, dude.
They have filled my
2025.
daughter's
We
head
can't
with
be
your
doing that
heresy.
out
I will
willy-nilly.
not be corrupted.
Corrupted. Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you?
Whoa.
That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
What?
Did you hear me? That was an order.
Is he stupid?
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Well,
She is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
damn. He just got showed up. Rip the Empire, I guess. I was expecting something crazy to happen there. I don't know why. Like someone to like draw a blade and kill someone.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I've fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Okay. Let's take him out. Yeah, where is he? Where is he?
Merciful Krieger, wherefore would you forsake me?
Father.
Yeah. I don't know, they kind of posted cringe.
in the hands of every man.
Better all ready.
Okay.
This is more like it. Come on then.
Yeah.
Test me.
There's a lot of them.
Nice try.
Oh, I dodged too much. No. Alright, this is the first wave. Gonzo.
Is it over?
Fuck, no.
It's only just begun.
Oh, okay, that's not great. Ooh. I just love we're taking this guy out and we have we have Torgal just in the background fucking off basically. 93K. Just kill him. think this is gonna kill him before it finishes. Possibly. Got him. Nice cross slash at the end. Alright. No crazy rewards, just a slain monster.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Do we get a free fast travel? Pog. Everyone lived.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
I'm glad he gets
Our purpose
it.
was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
That should be the end of it. Okay.
Can we get you anything? There's no need to worry any.
I always forget where the location point is, so I just have to mark it, basically.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
Hello!
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Huh?
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer.
City also got imploded.
He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
Aw.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
I think so, at least, for the most part. Under new management 2. Completed. That's probably the last quest here that we have to deal with. We got ourselves a Vale signboard. The emblem of the Vale, Northreach's far-famed House of Ill Repute. The town is the gateway to the imperial capital of Oriflamme, where waves of old money and new lap against the opposing sides of the Great Wall. And then we also got another orichalcum, for crafting, which will need one more, I think. I think one more orichalcum and then one more steel thing. I can't remember the name of it offhand. So we're good with Sambrek for now. Sambrek doesn't have anything else for us. All we have to do now is to return to the hideaway. And we do have all of the quests in Walode that we have to work on. So we'll probably start with Isla. And just work our way toward where the, whatchamacallit was? The actual, like, castle. Before I jump into this, we were streaming a lot of Destiny earlier. I'm gonna just use the bathroom real quick, chat, and then we'll come back and, continue. I should have done it before we started, but oh well. Be right back. We haveth returned. Let's get back into it, shall we? Let's see. So we have that quest down there. I don't know why I turned Scottish for a second. Like a literal second. We have just something in that corridor in general, it looks like. Oh, today I learned that if you fast travel, Zantetsuken stacks retain. Interesting. I don't think that's useful information, but I guess it's cool. Alright.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Man. At least all I gotta do is just, like, turn. And we'll be on our way. A lot of potions.
Ready, go? All right.
How old are these guys? Did it say 42 on one? Oh, 38, never mind. I just can't fucking read. Alright, into Halfcombe.
This must be Mickelberg.
Oh, I saw this one time. Yeah, I remember coming over here, but I was like, what the heck is this thing? Oh, shit. People are alive in this forsaken region.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes.
He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair is still alive. Let's go and find him.
Okay, we'll do a tiny bit of exploring here, because who knows if we will be able to come back in here once we're done. Perfect. Empty shard. I don't think I've seen that before. Maybe I have. Oh, it's just a valuable thing. Okay. No big deal. It's just nothing. We are gaming. How you doing, Infinity? We're just doing a small session. I figure we can work on the side quests before ending stream for the day. We've done most of the ones in the main region. There's just a couple turn-ins that we got to bring to the hideaway. So I just started on the ones in Willowed. How many do I have left? Total-wise? Well, we still have the ones from Joshua that we gotta get. But we have Duty Undying, which is finding the third chair. That's the one we're working on right now. Make for Garnick, to get a copy from a distance. Return to the hideaway, deliver materials to mid in the hideaway, return to the hideaway, and journey to Badback Conservatory. Actually, let me turn some of these off. So, this one, and that one. We also have this one over here. I'll have to come back to. Alright, for sure, Infinity. Good luck with the benchmark. I heard about that with Monster Hunter being released. I'm probably going to need to look into it as well. Make sure we'll be clean for stream. Hello! Hooded man?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my lord and master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'm gonna find out what. Stay here.
Something has come up from that elevator there, clearly. Oh, it's an ether flood. Okay, well.
An ether flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her. Come on, over here!
Damn it. Love going into this one, Santetsuken already to go. Something bad.
What now?
It's another giant Titan guy. Just a big old rock guy. Oh, Iron Giant. Never mind. I was kinda right. This is scarier.
We meet again.
Titus.
I've killed your kind before. That's better. Too slow. Nice try.
What? Oh no, it took that off. No, I lost all the damage. That sucks so bad, dude. it's really unfortunate that when using this attack, or just like having limit break going too, I lose out on some extra damage. Because the limit break ticks way faster, but the stagger bar is still really slow for them. It just is unfortunate is all. We got some fallen iron there. Titan too. This is the Titan from FF14. Oh no, it's a single echo. Why? Why didn't Clive just fucking dash at him?
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord.
Oh, they're going Akashic now.
I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
I don't know. Doesn't seem very saved to me. How did this happen? A whole lot of hell. Odin releases on Tetsuken level 55. Damn. Wow, it already ported us back here. Sometime later.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Surprised it. Let me hear. Hello, Cyril.
My Lord Marquis. Welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
The Mickelberg Report. The third chair's report into the teachings of an Ashen Savior cult. Its outer edges stained with the same man's lifeblood.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Birdie.
He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
And there we have it. Duty Undying 2 is complete. We're almost level, I think it's 47 we're coming up to. The Clay Hearth Signboard, the emblem of the Undying's headquarters in Tabor. The village is home to the finest leatherworkers and lapidaries in Dalmekia, who are little aware that their affable new neighbors are members of a secret society sworn to serve the Phoenix. And then we also have another Orichalcum. This might be the last one that we need. I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. Unless we need some later, but we'll see. Oh, we've collected 6 signboards as an achievement. We're all good here. Let's go back to Walode. We'll probably do this one. We'll just clear them out. Do as much as possible. I don't know why I lisped that. Thinking of Daffy Duck.
Come on.
Let's actually go here first.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. Pardon me, excuse me. Goodbye, bombs.
That'll do, girl. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran.
Yeah.
If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life. Locked up tight.
Okay. We used a key, though. I'm sure it'll be fine, Doris. Oh, hey, we leveled up. Very nice. Level 47. Oh. Balmung Dark Writ of Designation. The King Overlord hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strict secrecy, and any mention thereof is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursual of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Common Balmung FF14 moment. Was there, what was the thing with Balmung? Isn't it like a RP server? Oh, ERP, yeah, okay. I was kinda there. Degen City. Let me double check it. What was the name of the creature? Akuza. Extreme Raid Prog. That's a fucking awesome alternative. There really is no reason to do it with these. These guys is just not really worth it for time. If it's like a big group of enemies, then sure. Ooh, chest. A little empty shard and a little more money. Damn, we can't go up the stairs. The side quest was rather long from what you remember? I see. I mean, that's not bad.
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Nope. We couldn't even get through a doorway earlier. I mean, this could potentially be the last side quest we do, because we did a few of them earlier already. I'm mostly just getting a little bit of FF14 time in. I'm sorry, FF16. Holy shit, dude. It'll be nice to finish them all up. I think, the potential thing is I'll get them all done except for the Joshua one. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see where we go. My main thing is like hitting the hour, but we can go a little bit further if the quests are really quick for the rest of them after this one. I think I just have to go back up those stairs. Or down, rather. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, well. Oh. Speak of the devil. Oh, we have another thing down here too. I didn't see this. Recommendation concerning Kuza beast deployment. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. This being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment of the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. An exercise conducted thus far. However, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troopers is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit, with minimal loss to Eloder lives.
Minimal loss of Eloder lives?
Yeah.
And what happens when they run out of bearers?
Exactly, I mean...
The Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
It's pretty fucking awful. One more piece of paper. Memorandum on Kuza beast feeding. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bearers assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of visible contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bearers may even be its preferred source of sustenance. Jesus Christ. Okay. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
Yeah, this is awful.
Nothing but a Kashyyyk down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Okay, so I just, like, took an extra step to go up here. She should be in this room. Hello, Doris.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet.
Mm-hmm.
Finish up here, then come and
We
find
couldn't
me when
open it
you're ready.
earlier.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Jailer's key. It'd be crazy if one of them said Gaylors or Gowlers. I would actually be blown away if one of the VAs said that. Also, I would also be blown away if I couldn't jump from up there. That would have been crazy.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Some amber. Nice. A little bit of money in the pocket.
A survivor. And she sounds close.
What is the Coosbeast? The world must know. I bet it is a big reptile of some kind. Hello!
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them.
Yakuza Zero.
Was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the
Damn.
founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Well.
We have to run.
You're safe now.
It's
Oh.
out there waiting for me. I can't let it live.
Oh, sick. It's
Not
a...
if it's got a taste for bearers.
It's a behemoth alternative. Cool. That's gonna go well. What kind of behemoth? A blue behemoth. Oh. It's a king behemoth, isn't it? That's the name, right? It was something like that. But how do we get in there? I see him on the other side. How do you... Entrance we missed right side? Oh, it's just like a broken gate. Damn. Yakuza Beast. Which is a rank A.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Nice try.
Not the comets, dude. Oh, shit. What? I actually just got trolled. I was so scared for a second that I was going to miss my weapon. $92K. Oh, damn it.
Too slow. Too slow.
Piece of shit. Oh, I'm a piece of shit. I can't see? Video game?
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
We finished it with a gambit kit? Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Damn. That was good. I enjoyed that. That was a very good combo. I think I might have been best. And a Behemoth Shackle dropped, which I think I had already. Or maybe I needed one. I don't remember. You stupid fucking Behemoth copycat. Head ass.
Finally.
This guy wishes he was a behemoth.
I'm fine. I think.
Ah. A book?
No.
Oh no, he turned into a book, didn't he?
Diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not.
Shoot.
I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If
Yeah,
we
I'll do
hadn't,
that.
I know. But we did.
We'll check that on
I'm
board.
sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Alright. Nobody's tool. Completed. We got a Breath of Darkness Gungnir for cooldown reduction on it. Actually puts us very close to the hunt board. And the renowned lady. Alright, Nectar, what do you got for us? We have 3 new hunts. Technically we had 4. But they're taken care of. The Masterless Marauder. The Grim Reaper. And Knight of the Splendent Heart. Damn. Claim an item you definitely didn't spoil yourself on? Listen.
How may I help you today,
It's the
Clive?
game's fault. It defaulted right to it. Hey, what do you know? We unlocked the Genji gloves. Pog. You know what would have been crazy? If we had the renown for the thing under it. And it defaulted to that instead, so it would have gotten spoiled by 2 things. Continental acclaim. If the drunken gallery captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish. Herself being one such woman. Well, thank you, Gareth. You know who usually has Genji gloves? Garuda Mesh. Ah. Maybe Gareth is maybe it's his nickname in this game.
All yours.
Please. I just have a hard time believing he wouldn't be in this game. This feels like it would be so perfect if he was in this game. So surely he's somewhere. But yeah, Genji gloves. We'll take a look at those. Increases damage dealt to enemy. Oh, that is... We just equipped that. I'm guessing it's like... Berserker Ring, we drop the Adamantite gloves for the Genji gloves, and... Oh, it'll be replacement for either or. I think we get rid of the Adamantite gauntlets. That will be a replacement for the Berserker Ring or the Adamantite gloves. If you were doing the Odin Bahamut combo, you replace Berserker Ring. So, and what it would be like, we would have the Giga Flare, and then we'd get the... Don't I have it? I assume we would use the Dancing Steel accessory. Like this one here. Yeah, so it would be those three. I mean, I'd be willing to try that combo, because I haven't done it yet. Yeah, and we keep Giga Flare damage. Because it's just 5%. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll put that on. I would like to... I'll keep on the Berserker Ring for right now, but maybe eventually, if we want to go into fighting some newer stuff, I might try the loadout that involves using Bahamut and Odin. So, like... In fact, let me set it up, just because I would like to figure it out. What would be probably the recommended point? Would it be like just Titan, Bahamut, and Odin? With Titan maybe being the first loadout with... Wait. Yeah. Raging Fists, Wind Up. We would have Bahamut. Can use Garuda if you like the pull down. Oh, like they're interchangeable, you mean? I like both. Because I feel like Raging Fist does really good stagger, like, breaking damage. And then we would... We would have Giga Flare. I want to think about this for a second. Odin would be down here, and we would have... I'll do Dancing Steel, and we'll put Lightning Rod on the Y. You put Lightning Rod on Giga Flare? Fair enough. But you like do like this, basically. Or... Yeah, no, we keep it there. But then I need to figure out a thing for Odin. For this spot. Which actually, let me think. I'm gonna do Dancing Steel there. Just using like the damage buttons on my Y. Heaven Clouds on X. Search forward to strike an enemy. It can be executed multiple times in succession. If previous hit lands, each hit landed fills a sense. Okay, I like that. And then let me also come back up here and upgrade it. Mastering it. Ooh, did not mean to do that. Details. Yeah, my mastering just puts it on any icon, so... Let me also see. That's good there. I don't think there's any other ability I want to actually master. The only thing I was thinking about is maybe Rook's Gambit. But what I'm also kind of thinking is using Garuda instead, so that's like a swappable thing we can do. So I don't really need to hard focus on that. I'll just put the points into the stuff I don't have upgraded for now. And then basically I can just start using ultimates. You know. Putting both icons on the same, or putting both counters on the same icon row is kind of OP. So you would say, okay, hear me out. I drop. You do lose wind up? Not necessarily. I have an idea. What if I did Garuda with both Raging Fist and Rook's Gambit? So we still get the pull down. We lose block, which is unfortunate. And then we put wind up on the X for Odin instead of the other ability that we had, Heaven's Cloud. Because, like, would Heaven's Cloud really be, like, for damage, or would it be just to get extra Zantetsuken stacks before we... Or actually, okay, so that's actually a good thought. Would it be better to have 2 Zantetsukens going into a DPS phase, or 1 Zantetsuken and a wind-up? Because it would be like I fill with Dancing Steel and use Zantetsuken, and then I would wind up. Or I would Zantetsuken at the beginning, after I drop Lightning Rod. Then we Zantetsuken, Dancing Steel, Giga Flare, wind up. Or wind up wouldn't be in the equation. Honestly, the second one is a better combo. Or the second one is the combo. Yeah. Yeah, so the second one would be like after you use Dancing Steel. I'll still get wind up. Oh, I mean like... If I'm... So, going into it at 5 stacks. Heaven's Cloud would purely help me get that 5 stacks sooner. Just because of me using it and it strikes enemies to get Zantetsuken gauge up. That's kind of where I'm leaning. But I also kind of would rather not worry about that and just use wind up. Trying to pull off early Dancing Steel. Honestly, that's actually a better point. That is a better point. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drop Titan for Garuda. We're going to go with Rook's Gambit, and I'm going to go into my abilities, and we're going to master Raging Fists. I'm just going to have to get used to that. It's going to be really weird. We do Raging Fist there. We'll Lightning Rod into... Will we want to Lightning Rod into Giga Flare, or use Giga Flare later? Yeah, wind up too, yeah. I'm just like trying to get the full potency. After first Zantetsuken. Okay, so it would be like... Pre-DPS phase. We'll use Rook's Gambit and Raging Fist to get them as low as possible while doing an early Dancing Steel. In fact, we probably want to prioritize getting an early Dancing Steel first. Because once it's done, we could just stay in Deadly Embrace with Garuda and do the parrying with Rook's Gambit and doing Raging Fists, intertwining. And just doing as much stagger damage as possible. Once the stagger damage is done, we prime, Lightning Rod, Zantetsuken, Dancing Steel, Zantetsuken again, and Giga Flare. Once the Giga Flare is open, if we have time, we use Wind Up. Does that seem fairly, like, accurate? It's all practice at the end of the day. That's one other thing, too. We'll give it a go for right now. And then we also want the accessory. So we take off the Berserker Ring for the Pull of Darkness. So we have Pull of Darkness for increasing the rate at which Dancing Steel fills. We have the Genji Sword. I'm sorry, the Genji Gloves for increasing damage dealt, and then Giga Flare damage increase. LB, Lightning, Zen 1, Giga... Oh, Dancing Steel. You know what? I like that better. That actually might be more manageable. So yeah, what we talked about with that. He's staggered. LB into Lightning Rod. Zantetsuken 1. We use Giga Flare right after. Then we swap to Odin, where we will Dancing Steel into our Zantetsuken 2, and then wind up right at the end. I like that much better, actually. But what I kind of want to do... Actually, it makes sense to do it this way. I'll put wind up here, because that's where it was beginning, and we'll do Dancing Steel here. And that's just kind of like the rotation order. And I just gotta remember to swap intermittently. I kind of wish if you, like, held another key down, like, I don't know, just like another button, that if you hit left trigger with it, it would go back to a previous icon that we were on. So if I wanted to swap from Bahamut to Odin and then hit another key to go back to Bahamut instead of cycling through, that'd be nice. But I think we can make do with this. I'm gonna practice it on some of the hunts that we have. I think I can do it. It's just gonna be a little bit of a learning curve because I'm just so used to having stuff with Garuda in a different spot. But I think this will be fun. I think this will be a fun rotation. But we have all our accessories. Our weapons right now are as good as they can get. We have a couple turn-ins as well. So while we're here, I'll go turn those in. We might get some rewards from that. Maybe we'll check out a hunt or two.
Should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yeah.
Why?
Welcome
Why
back.
does this guy sound so weird?
Sure, it wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial.
Welcome back,
Why,
Sid.
Things didn't
He was
go quite
talking
as
like that
planned.
too. He sounds like a robot.
They most certainly did not.
Oh, that's right. We actually get to choose. We get to choose if he passes. Chat, what do we think? I'm mixed on it. Because I think, while he did complete his objective, two things. One, he froze in a dangerous situation. Back to boot camp. I will do it. I will send him back. I will send him back to boot camp. Because he left us alone, for one. Even though we can handle ourselves, what if we weren't there? He would leave someone else in danger, potentially. And not to mention, if he didn't have a way to get out of that situation, he froze in place, he could not draw his sword, he was trembling like a fucking... like... I think he doesn't pass. It feels like shit to pick it, but I think he needs to go again.
When faced with an unexpected foe, Ember froze. He did not run. He did not fight. Had I not been there, he would be dead. It would be too great a risk to send him out on a mission alone.
Thank you, Sid, for your honest appraisal. Ember, you braved the tower and emerged unscathed. Yes, but only because Sid saved your skin. To me, that's no better than being caught red-handed. You failed the test.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
Wow.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears.
They copped out with
Scout's
this.
nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
It just doesn't... I don't know.
Daft as a brush there, man. But his heart's in the right place.
Daft as a brush.
Just
Holy
like someone
shit.
else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Alright. Another quest complete. Trial and error. We got the Breath of Lightning pile drive. Which, I have no idea what that spell even looks like, I'll be real. Hello there, Byron. Good uncle.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Now, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
That is an awesome sentence.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now,
It just
I must be
sounded
getting
beautiful.
Back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Crossfield Manor.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Why do we have goofy music with
Says the
this?
man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you?
Dude.
You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Caught. We're caught, dude. They know it's us.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
We love tri-unities.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
You know how badass Byron is? This motherfucker didn't have a quill on him, so he calls his butler to grab one. Dude, he probably has a fucking bird out in the stables. He just plucks one a day for Byron and just grabs it for him.
That it is.
Because he keeps throwing them all
You were
out.
born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Three's company completed. The Tri-Unity Accord, signed by the representatives from Rosaria, Dalmekia, and Sambrek. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Byron Rossfield. We also got a Heaven's Cloud accessory. Miwen Endwalker? Wait, which part? A lot happened there, and I don't recall when that was posted. Silver Linings just popped up over there, so we gotta pick that up too. When you talk about the stage being set, oh. And the final curtain calls. I don't recall seeing this icon being that, like, many cards.
Must we away?
Ask about Origin.
My decision is made.
I shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Your Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are as so over-hasty as your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over. Okay.
Make ready.
Gotcha, Dion. Repentance Arc, yeah. We shall see. Oh, Gav. How's it going, brother?
You alright?
Let's go out Origin.
About that.
If there's anything I could do to help you kill this Ultima bloke, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Aye.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? Now, if you wanted to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart. Something along those lines. Gav the Cliff Rider. Gav the One Eye, damn. I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it. Better than right eye man. I mean, you can't... They took that, so... Silver Linings.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Offer to help Gav complete the gift. Sure.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway.
We have a silver
They're
chocobo.
hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need. A feather.
That or the bird whose arse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call.
I guess silver chocobo's
you know if I
different
find
than what we
anything.
have.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
God, you dense motherfucker. Speak with the merchants in Martha's Rest. Okay, so we gotta go back to Martha's Rest soon. Let's read some letters and then we gotta go turn in a quest to Mid. We'll probably go a little longer. I don't know if we'll finish every side quest tonight. Like this one in particular, we might leave just the chain. We'll see though. We have all day tomorrow to play as well, so I'm sure we will get in as much as possible. Look at that, the Veil signboard. Look, everyone's contributing to this wall. Sparring sword, that was touching, that was nice. Reading table, a new day. I am not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of the town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart. Just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and a bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted just that. We must now decide whether to embrace it or waste it. A wise man once said, "The night is always darkest before dawn." It is a good thing, then, I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. Dawn Trail reference. Is it the darkest before dawn reference? A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of coupon nuts. You do good to remember that. So true. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph, where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces. This time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland as any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret. We will not falter. We will fight. And we will win. Can I coerce you into doing one? Oh yeah, we'll do... I don't mind doing a hunt. Because that doesn't take that long. That's like... Unless I'm like wiping for 10, 15, 20 minutes, but... Usually the hunts are fairly quick. A note of thanks. Lord Marquess, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in the service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who were taken before their time go will regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rossfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. Teleport to Vidar Graze in Ash. I will do that. I do want to turn in this one quest to Mid real quick. Well, then we'll do that. Stock up on potions. Let me actually do that right here, because I'm going to teleport right after. I don't think I need that many, but still.
Coin purse weighing you down.
Hold up.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Here to say your goodbyes, are you?
Ta-ra, then.
For now, but you'd better come back or I'll fly up there and drag you home by ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Didn't think you'd find the thought appealing. Look, just don't die, alright? A change in leadership's bad for business. Why, you're off to kill a god, so what? You've done everything else you've put your mind to, haven't you?
You could do this too.
Damn. Thank you,
Coin
Karen.
purse weighing you down.
I had a double take there because I thought it was a golden item in the shop.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay. Timid's dungeon. That I can't go that way for. Hi, Dion. Bye, Dion. Dude, adding the high and buy emotes in 7TV is the best decision I've ever made. They're such funny emotes. The only emote I wish we had, like, in comparison is some variation of Dado's, like, marching emote that he had. I don't know if he still has it, but, like, the left and right thing, it's the funniest fucking emote I've ever seen. When it's spammed in chat. Oh, oops, I went upstairs, not downstairs. I was distracting myself. What can I say except you're welcome?
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
Nah. The Adamantoy Shell and the Shipwright's Talos. Let me actually read these. It's believed in Adamantoys will grow a thin new... Oh, no, yeah, we did read this before. A thick, noisome lubricant made from the rendered fat of sea beasts, commonly used by shipwrights on the cranes and winches yet employ in shipbuilding.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
I mean...
Tell me, this is all
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel.
She needs 10 Adamantoy shells and 200, or I'm sorry, 20 of the oil. So we gotta go back out again.
Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Can do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not
Hello.
exactly.
God.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in
No,
case.
it wasn't my fault.
It's in the bag of bits.
Bag of bits? Like Twitch
Since your
bits?
lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Okay. The brass cogwheel. Hello, Mid.
Well, did they have it?
Wow, that is an insane space gap. An overlooked component of Mid's deconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but Mid.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see.
Sorry, the wings? Do you hear that right, chat? She said the wings. Oh, shit!
That should do it.
Illegal model. True.
Titan's tits.
I'm sorry, what? Might be the funniest line I've heard all game.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Oh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
The word gormless? Yeah, that's a word. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's quite funny.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Alright, there's aiming high complete. And we receive model airship. Amidst dangerous dream of flight, immortalized in miniature. My dad always said that there were two ways of living life, chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. I feel like we might have heard him say that in-game, I don't remember. It's been a long time. Okay. So we are going to travel to Vildergrays in Ash now. Now let's just see. Yeah, no other... Oh, we have something in Martha's Rest, but we can do that in a minute. Oh, right here. I will travel here, but I will be right back. I need to get my phone charger if we're gonna continue this a little longer. Okay, we're back. As I got up, I saw a message. You paused so you didn't spoil yourself on the thing right in front of you. Is it that guy? Is that flying guy over there? Is that? Oh, pan to the right? Oh! Are you fucking kidding? It's another It's another behemoth, dude. Just one hunt. Okay. Alright. Well, you know something? It'll be a test of our reflexes. Where's Torgal? Oh boy. Alright. Let's fuck him up. This is a king behemoth, surely. Oh, he's got green eyes. Sick. Behemoth King, that's what it was called. This might be the hardest hunt in the game. Oh, sick. Alright.
Another of the Royalists' guard dogs.
Sorry, what?
What a specimen it is, too.
Oh, I just realized, when I, so because I changed the key, if I'm gonna spam, Raging Fists? Or what's it called? Do I have to keep spamming the Y key? Ow. It has to be Y, okay. Oh, this is a good opportunity to get that off. And I think we can probably draw out his...
I needed that. Nice try. Too slow. Come on.
Man, I am not dodging well right now.
Nice try.
Okay, I wanna think about it. So we are going to LB, Lightning Rod, Santetsuken. Giga Flare into Dancing Steel into Santetsuken again. And wind up. LB's Lightning's on Giga. Okay, I think I said that right. I think I said that right. This is practice. This is a practice run. I say as I get. Okay. Oh no, I fucked up already. I meant to, okay, it's Giga Flare into, yeah, no, I see. Not great, not terrible. It'll take time. It'll take time. It's a little finicky.
Too slow.
Sorry, what? Man just rained chaos, yeah.
Nice try.
Oh, I have a Zantetsuken already. Okay. I'm just gonna wait.
Nice try. Too slow.
I just am spamming right bumper. Lightning Rod. Zantetsuken. Giga Flare. Dancing Steel. We have to stay in this? Oh, I should have hit my arm. It should be fine. I almost hit 99999. Apocalypse. Jeez.
Nice try.
That was also the highest damage I've ever done. He's dead. He's dead right here. Punch! Right in the face. A notorious mark has been slain. And the Behemoth King is defeated. I got another Orichalcum. Can we do anything with this at this point? I feel like I have too many. Unless there's something else I haven't gotten yet. Love the fight. I like this better than the original Behemoth fight we fought. For the sword? I feel like I have enough Orichalcum for that. Maybe I'm wrong.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Let's go, dude. That was a spectacular fight. I like that. That was the S rank, I assume, right? The S rank? Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead. Damn, I'm pretty... It's a lot. Also, I will say, I think, the biggest thing I learned is Raging Fist timer is so much more forgiving than I realize. You think they would give a move called Apocalypse to A rank? I mean, fair enough. That is completely fair. Okay. Let's go to the blacksmith. Let's double check. I don't think I can do it. But I will double check. Oh, blacksmith. Dun, 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 dun. Blackthorn, my guy.
Trouble with your gear, or
Ask about origin.
crack the crystal?
Kill a god. Save the world. I miss anything? No, that's pretty much the plan.
Oh, very good one.
if you ask me.
But then...
Why did they do that? Just back-to-back voice lines where it's just like 2 words. I can't say I've had much practice killing gods. Now, forging kit to kill a god, that I might be able to help you with. Reckon it's the least I can do, after all you've given us. And it's more than enough. You can thank me when you get back.
What do you want?
Can we make it? We cannot. Yeah, see, I have 1 extra orichalcum. We need an extra dark steel. That is what we're missing.
That it?
That's weird, right? Oh well. Gee.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next?
Let's read a letter real quick, and then we'll continue with our side questing. A treasure hunt! What, you think I didn't... Or, what, you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? When you know, I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose, in that case, I could bear you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Do one more hunt? Let's try to do the side quests first, before we jump on another hunt. I think that one was real good. But I would like to get back on track with the side quests. Bringing together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The Triunity was built but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all. One that will most certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Thought you were done with side quests? I got a couple more. Because we're gonna wait on this one. Where there's a will. Hold on, we gotta look over here. There's a boat, right in the middle. You know what would be sick? If someone, like, recreated this in real life. I'm sure it's been done. Yeah, we got this one at Martha's Rest that we just got. And made it... Well, I meant the table, but... Yeah, I guess. I was talking about the table. It'd be sick if someone made a flying boat. You were talking about the airship? I mean, no, Mid didn't even make it, so... How can they make it in real life? It's a fantasy game if they can't make something in a fantasy game.
Good girl.
Faster!
A royal mastiff. That was quite fun, though. That was a fun fight.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
I guess I should have specified the table. I didn't really say it, I just kind of was mousing over the airship and I was like, it would be cool if we made this in real life. Oh, I didn't refill potions. I guess it's fine. I don't know if we're gonna have crazy, like, hunts in a moment. Got a little chest right here. All the potions I'm getting, I probably don't even need to... Oh. Ooh. We have another chest here with an empty shard. Complete Botany of Banes. Okay, I'm assuming...
His interests were certainly varied.
I'm not gonna read over everything with this, because I don't even remember what this quest was for. Inconceivable Truth. I genuinely don't remember what the... Vivian writes to Clive asking... Oh, it's a copy of a book. Ooh, the Moogle! No spirit or sprite appears more often in Elysian folktales than the humble Moogle. Though they are occasionally painted as mischievous souls akin to pixies or imps, most stories depict them as clumsy yet congenial spirits who delight in helping mankind with their daily labors. They are said to have sweet tooths, leading to the common superstition that one must not leave cakes or other sweetmeats uncovered overnight, lest not remain but crumbs come morning. In appearance, they are described as being covered head to toe in soft white fur, excepting the small, dark wings by which they are somehow able to make flight. Maybe we should talk with the Moogle, Nectar, about how he's able to attain flight, but a little toy ship isn't. And the brightly colored pom-poms that protrude from the tops of their head. And yet, there is one detail regarding the Moogle that most find more remarkable than even the orb that's on its head. The fact that the creatures actually exist. Preposterous, I hear you cry. Everybody knows that Moogles are the stuff of legend. I quite agree, but every legend has its basis in truth. And in the base of the Moogle, the fact may be not so dissimilar to the fiction. Ancient bestiaries list the white mole whose feet do not touch the ground among the beasts of realm. And the illustrious illustration beside the name? Why, is none other than the Moogle. Of course, it is true that the creatures are not known to still survive in the twins in the modern day. Perhaps their miniature wings carried them to other climes. Perhaps they were hunted to extinction, or perhaps, just perhaps, they do still live among us, hidden away far from human view. A mongoose. Royal Intelligence or Training Report. In the wake of the tragic fire at Caer Norvent in 873 V and the subsequent depletion of our most highly practiced intelligencers, all mainland strongholds were instructed to redouble training in clandestine maneuvers, improvised weaponry, and assassination techniques, and dispatch promising volunteers to Stonehere for inspection. This report details progress made by the stronghold of Garnick in reinvigorating Waloed's ranks of esteemed intelligencers.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Oh, we have one more. Chapter 16. Oh, from a distance. Oh, this is the book. The Fall of the Bearers. The emergence of the fire magic adepts was widely heralded as a gift from the gods. Indeed, the title with which those with the gift came to be commonly known is most likely a contraction of Bearer of the Heavenly Blessing, the wording used by the tribunes of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted a high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for their kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bearers themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The Divers Nations of the time were unanimous of their disapproval of the founding of the church, while the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state. They were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to chasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued, creating a cycle of ever-increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. What began with beatings and street clashes would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation, and decimating the population of men and bears both, the deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valician people. After the bearers' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valicia came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, "bearers are other than human," has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed ones' only excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destinies. Jeez.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Huh. Interesting that we have a mark right there. Uh-oh.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Aw, man. They had bandits here? Oh no!
See, shall we?
What are we gonna do? They have bandits, guys! They have bandits here! They're gonna hurt us! This guy, he's doing... Oh my god! Oh no. Oh no. I tried to time that.
You're finished.
I didn't even get halfway through the combo. He just kind of died there. It's kind of crazy. Okay. So just a bunch of materials.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass.
I mean, the way the book reads it out, I don't know if it's necessarily in the favor of the bearers. I really don't. But I think even if there's context lacking, information is still important in history. It's a really weird logic to have. Maybe it isn't his decision to make, but whoever is making that decision is incredibly flawed by thinking that what we have currently is better for overall, for the people of Valisthea overall, compared to if we had that information and what it could do to change it. We're already enacting so much change in such a short amount of time. Like, every bit of information helps.
It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again.
I don't know.
Until then.
I don't feel that logic is fair.
Damn it.
He fucking teleported. Jeez.
Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Okay. Before we do head back to Vivian, let's head over here. We got another little side quest to take care of.
Ready, go?
Which might as well do that before we return. And in the meantime, Infinity, where is the location of the next hunt that you would recommend? We will just do the one, just to be kind of quick with things. Oh shoot! Northreach. Okay. God, this is a pain in the ass to navigate. Also, I just realized, how come when we were wearing this ether flood environment, how come our chocobo's okay? Is he a magical chocobo? Maybe this doesn't count as an ether flood here. Oh, this definitely, yeah, this is an ether. Oh,
To the stables, go.
He does. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I take back my
This must be
theories.
the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
You know what I'm thankful we haven't seen is like Akashic Children. That would actually be awful, and I think if they did include something like that, the game would not be rated M. I think it would be. I think it'd be heading in a different direction. Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say there's M-rated games that, like, unfortunately, that does happen. Like The Walking Dead, like the Telltale games. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercise will consist of the press yard 20 sandbags for such duration as exertion shall dictate, the furnace burn intensity to be gradually increased, and live combat 1 of 3 hellhounds depending on performance.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
Badback Conservatory Writ of Incorporation. The Kingdom of Lode hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the Crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its boundaries is punishable by death.
Disposed of.
Damn.
Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Should be this, I'm assuming. I've recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, only one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bear. Jesus, dude. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I've decided tomorrow I too must die. It'll be the last order I give to those poor wretches. The last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree, whose crooked hands reach to the sky in the supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names and those I have wronged. Oh, well, there's the registry.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
And can we go in this building? Nope. We cannot. Feels good. Getting this far. Put a lot of time into this game.
This must be the place.
Ooh, a bone is wrapped around it.
Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Badback Conservatory Registry of Bearer Losses. 846V08E16 days, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't really know how that reads. I'm just guessing that's like 846V is the year, obviously. Close enough to showing Akashic children. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Wait, so this is their deaths. Oh my god. Oh, E must be like the month. So many in like back-to-back days and oh my god. Okay. So we had Hans from lithification. He was 10 years old. Alfred succumbed to conditioning. Franz, lithification. Paulina, emaciation. Truth be told, I don't know what those wordings mean, like lithification and emaciation. Bruno, disciplined for attempted flight. Same with Joanna. So they both probably tried to escape. Oh, they turned into rocks. That's the lithification? That makes sense, because, like... Reinhard, Martha, Lothar, Digrick. Just starved to death? Oh my god. And it just goes on. Just goes on.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse.
These were children.
But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This This place is cursed.
Ow, ow. Okay, well, I'll fight you. Ow. Okay, okay. Alright, you're being rude, sir.
Nice try. Too slow.
Ooh, settle down, Chief. Dude, okay. These types of enemies are so annoying. A little slow with it, but it'll be fine. Still doing like 70k in a burst. I think by the time I get to like a boss that its stacker meter lasts a lot longer, I'll be able to get it down fairly well.
Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Okay. We're done here. We are done with those side quests. There's one more in Martha's Rest. But oh wait. Let's do the Northreach quest or the Northreach hunt first. We'll do that and then we'll do this. Is there any dialogue? Real quick. Oh, okay. So, Northreach. There we go. And then is it like just in the region of Northreach, or should we see it fairly quickly? Like the Behemoth King earlier.
Got any more of those special...
It's on the way to the Bahamut thing. Okay, perfect. Oh, wait. Ah, damn it all. I walked out this way. I gotta go this way,
I hear
though.
the Duke's agreed
We've got
to
more pips than have owls got pats.
Fucking...
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
Oh, I can go this way.
Those things didn't fight like men.
Wait. See something. Oh, they're just raptors. Raptors don't do anything. It's not quite that far on the marker. I gotcha. I just put the marker over there just to kind of give me an indication of how to move out, but I'll look around for it. I'm sure it'll be fairly obvious when I see it. Unless it's like... I think we found him.
You deserve a rest. That's better.
That was a high potion. God damn it. It's John Reaper. Well, not far off. The Prince of Death. I see.
Not another one.
We saw this before. I should try to get this out a little faster, maybe. What? What's happening? I couldn't move my character. It was like facing away. That was so weird. I've never seen that before. Okay. I tapped it instead of hitting it. I need to figure something out with it. I need to figure something out with it, because what's happening is I'm spending a lot of time swapping. I think I need to move the swap positions, yeah. Like, something doesn't feel right with it. Soul Harvest. Right bumper.
Nice try.
Hear anything. I very feverishly fucked up there. Yeah, I need to find something much more comfortable. Cause the swapping around is kind of fucking with me. I think I just gotta get into my head, like, the pattern for it too. But it feels very weird. What's that? Whoa! It's a dark steel, extremely similar to iron, yet harder, darker, harder, and heavier. Whatever fell magic's ultimate employed in its creation, the metal has thus far proven impossible to reproduce. Wide cam, holy shit. Oh, I don't even know if I have wide cam working on this scene. Hold on, that's we haven't had wide cam in so long. Obtained by defeating Thanatos the Prince of Death. Remember, Infinity, remember when I asked who the Prince of Death was? And you said, oh, it's Thanatos. It's called lying. Wow. Anyway. We have wide cam for 5 minutes now. I hope you're happy, Infinity. It's time. Alright. I do agree, though. we return to the hideaway. Slime, if you will. Flan, in this case, but yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna turn these quests in. Not right now. I want to go back to Martha's Rest and do those, and then we'll return.
So what do I owe the honor?
Blackthorn. I would like to use your forge.
What's yours?
Song request for Through the Maelstrom on the orchestration.
That it?
Hey, I will honor this request. That's actually insane. I never thought about that. Disable them all. Oh, yeah. We have to do that. Sound of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Oh, wrong one. Like such a fucking goober, dude. God damn it. Blackthorn!
Trouble with your gear, or...
Yes.
What's that for?
I don't have the best one. That's my trouble. We craft Lugater Damarung. Fusing Ragnarok, 3 Orichalcum, 2 Dark Steel, and a primitive battle horn. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Goddar Damarung, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities. And so we craft it. Our best in slot weapon.
Should last you a good while.
Craft the legendary sword Goddar Damarung. Twilight Balance Druid reference? Loosely. It was a loose reference.
Anything else?
Is this it? Is this our weapon? Keep it in the snow. Maybe that'll be easier. Also, we can compare it. Oh, there. Wait. Oh, did it not equip the weapon? That's why. Wait, no, it did. Is it just the same weapon? Yeah, look, it's acting like Ragnarok is equipped. Is it supposed to look different? Did we break the video game again? Is the video game broken? Somehow. I mean, we have it equipped at least. Maybe just it doesn't. It's just a dark version of it. Maybe it just. I mean, it is a dark looking weapon. You know, like yeah, the blade's like black, like a little bit of a sheen, but it's because we're in the sun. But I think it looks fine. It's cool. It's best in slot. We win. And with that, the Y cam is done. We get to 5 minutes. Swap moves while you're at it? What would be swap? Oh, yeah. So let me think. This would just be... Because here's the problem, is basically we have to cycle through all 3 of it. So, going into DPS phase, I have to think about how few swaps I need to do. So we're dropping Lightning Rod, and immediately going into Zantetsuken. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do instead... I'm thinking Odin, and then Bahamut here. We put Lightning Rod, or no, I'm sorry, Lightning Rod there, into Dancing Steel. So after we get them down, we go into Odin, we press Sheath, Lightning Rod off of that, into Dancing Steel. Although, I actually should swap the two, just so I can make sure I hit the right button. Lightning Rod into Dancing Steel. Or when we finish. Swap Titan position? Actually, I agree with that too. Although that part isn't that bad. I've gotten used to that one. This one isn't too bad. Like, either or. It's basically just me timing the targeting. But it's... I'm thinking Odin would be the swap immediately after, because we want to drop Lightning Rod, use our Zantetsuken immediately. Then we would swap onto Bahamut and Giga Flare. Once Giga Flare is in its rotation, I can easily just, like, hit left trigger enough times to swap back to Odin. Yeah, basically what we're saying. I'm just doing wind up on Y because I'm used to wind up being on Y. But the amount of time that's passing, I can swap back to Odin again, use Dancing Steel, Zantetsuken again, swap after Zantetsuken is ending to Bahamut again. And then we, whatchamacallit? And then we wind up at the end. So, in repetition, just so I make sure I understand the rotation. Using these to just do as much damage, I will probably start... Ooh, actually... I'm wondering... Nah, it shouldn't matter. I think as long as I'm... This would be Odin into this, and then into that. That's what I'll do. Into Garuda. We'll do it that way. Because what I can do after I Dancing Steel, because I want to make sure I Dancing Steel ASAP. I just hit left trigger twice, get into Garuda, do my stuff here, then swap to Odin. Right after, where I will drop Lightning Rod, I'll have Zantetsuken at level 5, so we'll use that right after. In the middle of the Zantetsuken animation, we will go into Giga Flare, where I will swap back to Odin, use Dancing Steel, Zantetsuken 5 again, and then swap into Wind Up. Then once all of the damage is done, we go back to Garuda. And we just do stuff in Garuda. I could go back into Odin here and there to use Dancing Steel if I want to. Ideally, I should as soon as it's off cooldown. And then we just go back into Garuda and do our normal rotation of just trying to stagger them out. The practice of it sounds right. It's just the execution. Execution is dire. And I'm not going to practice on a hunt right now. What I'm going to do is I want to just do this last side quest here in Martha's Rest. We'll do this one, because then once we finish it, I'm going to go back to the hideaway, turn in those side quests, and then we're going to save the rest for tomorrow, because it's already almost 11:30. Okay, so let's talk
hope
about
one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're...
That was such a 180, dude.
Not the first to mention the bird around
Oh, or
here.
maybe not.
There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver
That was
chocobo
awesome.
near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Okay. Let's also look at the shop real quick. This lets me buy items, but also...
Anything catch your eye?
We have something new here. Satellite Rhyme. There's Bow, Bastion, Heaven's Bound.
There you go. Much obliged.
Okay. We're good on the consumies. We'll sell all that stuff. We're up to 400k again. Right. So we need to find
Just 'cause
two
the
more
heavens have gone to
merchants.
Raccoon, it don't mean we have to. Now, let's get this stall set.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo.
That's his mother.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right.
God.
Thank you anyway.
Okay. See if I find one more merchant.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me.
There you are.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here...
Yeah. That's probably the best way to it.
Can hardly make out a blooming thing.
Death Blossom is ready. Ooh, wait a moment.
Be safe.
Who is this? The Hand of Hyperion. Ah, it's for the Phoenix. That makes sense. I will not be engaging with the Phoenix trial.
Faster.
I just don't really have an immediate interest to. Would it be cool to do them? Sure, but at the same time,
You're not left by bandits for a change.
I don't really need to. Just it seems like one of those things that's like very optional for the way we play games. There's some aspects to completion, but like in terms of getting item rewards or anything, I don't really need to do them. Sure, I'm sure there's something for doing all of them. That's cool.
And these look fresh. A chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything.
It's a feather.
Well, I'll be damned.
Bark? Yo. Play.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gerd before they change their minds.
That was a cute quest. Silver chocobo feather. To the hideaway. We have a lot to turn in. What'll probably be our objective going into the next stream is, we'll do the Where There's a Will quest and whatever is followed up from there. If any other side quests pop up, we'll do those, but I think these ones right here will be the last. We'll finish the hunts that we have on the hunt board. We'll see what other remaining activities we have. If we can, we'll try to do whichever DLC is possible.
Still, I appreciate it.
Oh, it's Ember.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
To the people of the north, silver chocobos are symbols of good fortune. The mere sight of one potentially meaning the difference between a failed harvest and a bumper crop, according to Gav at least.
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is?
What is with people's
How did
alliterations?
you find it?
It's a long story.
I don't think it was that long. It was about like 10 minutes.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh, Pog!
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Good for him. Oh.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
We'll meet him over there. We have a few more things to run into. I think we'll save that one for last. I think that one's gonna be good. Let's go to talk with Mid first. Or whatever the fuck that's for. I honestly don't remember. Oh no, it's at the top. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Dude, this is our longest stream in a while. I don't remember the last time we went over 8 hours. And we might get close to 9, depending on what happens here. It's a good stream. And I hope you all enjoyed. Hello there, Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
The Bearer Registry. A concise and disturbingly detailed report of bearer orphan deaths at the Badback Conservatory.
If I may? The Bearer Registry.
Yeah, I don't think this is good for the psyche to read.
The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering, and in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Alright. The Litany of Errors. We're actually close. We might level up from these quest turn-ins. The Breath of Ice Mesmerize.
So there's a new mother. Fussing over it, won't see the hens fed.
I'm like, how do you get down? Down. Let's go down here to Vivian first, and then we'll go in the room. Miss Ninetales.
I found it. The book you lost.
No mention is made as to the name of the author. Whether that is because the title page has been lost to time, or because the tome was published anonymously, is impossible to say.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It's true. Play Call of Duty.
But it also means that the truth is not immutable, that it can be changed, provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
There we go. An inconvenient truth. That's level 48, 49? 48. Very nice. We got a scholar's bonnet. Vivian Irontail Scarly headwear. Awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canver. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do. We're close to max level. Oh, there's a max level in this game? I didn't know that. I figured it would, like, just keep going. Well, I guess maybe an unrealistic max level, like 99 or something. But that's neat. And we have another hunt after that. The Wailing Banshee. That's in Garnick in Wallode. So we have 2 more hunts. It's 50 base game and then 99, I think, for New Game Plus. Ah, that makes sense. So the Wailing Banshee and then Knight of the Splendent Heart. I'll read those in depth when we do hunts next time. But what else? Okay, yeah, so... Oh, there's another quest at the table. I'll go pick it up, but we won't do it tonight. We'll do the infirmary thing here, and then we'll make sure that we do the Joshua quest last. Oh, also, we have another renown reward.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts?
Unsigned. This is the final reward? It is! Every epic starts with a single word. Every symphony, a single note. This is but the beginning. And forever shall your legend be told. Forever shall your legacy be sung. And we receive To Sail Forbidden Seas and The Fallen Enigma. Play that song? I will. We're actually over the renown count. Obtain all available items from your patrons. What's The Fallen Enigma? It's valuable. In the several thousand years since the Fallen came crashing down, most of the objects that came crashing down with them have either been hoarded or destroyed, but those few that have not are occasionally found when erosion or excavation chances to unearth them. And while their purpose is unknown, they are highly sought after by scholars bent on unlocking their secrets. The second most expensive guild item? Really? To sail Forbidden Seas. Let's go. Oh, wait. I'll play the song. Let me just go up here and do this. Hello! Hello, Ada.
Ah, me lords.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I should have talked to Gav.
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Yeah.
Go on, please.
The sweet guy.
It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
Ooh, we're on 30 FPS gaming here. This is gonna be a scene, a good one. Wow, he's fucking glugging him back.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
Huh?
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Oh.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
So, I'll wait till this is done.
I may have had one too many.
Hmm.
You may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
And so Gav's story ends here. You think? The Winter Mead. A potent potable made from honey collected in the northern territories, short summers, and fermented slowly over the next 6 moons. Said to warm the belly on the north's cold winter nights. I said I was thirsty.
One of these days. One of these days, I swear, it's gonna be me who drinks you under the table.
If by under the table you mean retching on my boots half the night, I reckon one of those days was yesterday.
Ha ha, you think you're so funny. But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chambers. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
Where'd he go? I mean, I'm sure something will happen with them. Because it's like, I mean, that was cute. Like, those two are cute. There he is again. Is he gonna say anything about...
How's it going?
Ask about the hideaway. Work had only just started on the old hideaway when Sid took me in. Plan was to make it a safe haven for the bearers we were gonna free. I remember when the first ones moved in. They hardly dare look you in the eye, let alone speak to you.
But over time...
They started to thaw. They stopped being slaves and became a family, and the hideaway their home. It'll be the same when Etta and her little one, I'm sure. They can make a new home here, with a new family. And with the best big brother in the whole world to look after them. Here. What are you looking so smug for? I'm talking about me.
Go and give that fucker one for me.
You bet, Gav. Alright. I'm going to look at what this quest is on this envelope, but we are going to call it soon. Let's see, we are missing 4 collectibles. Oh, the song! Let me go do that. I'll go get the song. I apologize, I completely forgot. What was the name of it? It was something on, like, it had to do with, like, sailing, I think. To sail forbidden seas. Acquired from the Patron's Whisper. This is just what plays during, like, certain boss fights, right? I'm trying to remember where it played. I've definitely heard it, like, semi-recently. The reading table. Making amends. Oh, it's tomes. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness, Prince Dion. Answer Harpocrates' summons.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
We'll prioritize it. I think, should we talk with him and see what he wants? Or should we wait until next time? See what he wants? Okay. I mean, it has to do with Prince Dion, so I think that's pretty big. Hi, Dion.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts?
Oh.
Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
That's crazy, because I was just talking about that earlier, how isn't it crazy that that our chocobo just lives when running through aether floods? Huh. Harpocrates.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This
Oh.
was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment.
I'll call him over.
His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where even the most outlandish
That's the flower they always had.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Alright. We will be safe, and we'll grab this wild wyvern tail next time. You have something, Byron.
What can I do for my favorite nephew?
Ask about the Triunity Accord.
Do you know why?
I chose to call it the Triunity, Clive. You may be too young to remember, but this isn't the first time an alliance has been struck twixt the nations of Storm.
'Twas not 20 summers past
that your father petitioned both the Empire and the Republic to join hands with the Duchy, that we might work to mutually advantage in defiance of the Blight. And they did, for their part, embrace the notion, or so we believed. Little did we know that the peace Elwyn had worked so hard to secure will be ground beneath the heel of one we least suspect.
your mother, the Duchess.
Yeah, we never really talked about her, but I mean, not much needs to be said past fuck her, so. In one fell swoop, Annabella robbed us of everything. A nation, a leader, a brother, a father.
But above all,
she robbed us of what could have been. A realm undivided. Elwyn's grand design.
And so you see,
why I chose to call our new alliance the Triunity. For with it we aim to preserve not only peace, but a lasting legacy of cooperation.
well,
It's true, yeah, 20 years ago.
I wouldn't.
Almost 20 years ago. That's a very good point, because that's when everything befell Phoenix Gate and she betrayed us. Dion has something else.
The hour fast approaches.
No, he doesn't.
I want your word.
The speech bubbles lied. I saw, like, the multi-levels, and I'm like, oh, this must be important. Okay. We're gonna end it there. We're very, 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 very close to finishing the game. So close, in fact, that I'm actually curious. If we talk with Tomes again... I've been like kind of gauging it off of the information he's been sharing.
Lost.
Sure, I'll ask about Origin.
Ah, yes.
You have arrived at a solution, then. Dion will carry us.
Indeed.
A feat befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it. A feat in itself for a man of my years. But to be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must. I think if we do this, we should be level 8.
That might interest you.
I think. We're very close. Damn!
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
We're almost there. This, I'm pretty sure, this is full. The only things we're missing are a couple of mysteries. Whatever this is, these two, and that's it. We're basically done.
The door to the shelves.
I predict us finishing the game tomorrow. I do, because here's what we have left. We'll recap it real quick before we head off. We have a couple of side quests. We have the Wyvern Tale that we just talked with with tomes about. We have these sets of side quests right here. We have a couple of hunts that we have to take out in a few locations. I gotta double check them. We'll check the names and locations next time. And then we have to venture to Origin. We also have the two This scared me for a second. We also have the 2 DLCs, but I don't really know how we do them or get to them yet, because it's not something that's appearing on the map, it looks like. Like, there's no quest indicating, oh, you've done so-and-so, go do this quest over here, or whatever. That had nothing to do with the main story. But we have that. What's the well for, Infinity? Or do we find ourselves thinking about it more next time? You'll see how to DLC? Okay. Next line. Alright. Yep, with that, we're gonna call it. I had a very fun stream today. We had fun with Destiny 2 earlier. We did a lot of good stuff. We're almost max level in Final Fantasy. We're almost done with the game. I really think tomorrow, so don't miss out if you want to see the conclusion of our Final Fantasy XVI playthrough. I believe tomorrow we can finish it. If not finish it, at least get most of it done, and then maybe we have like a DLC or so to do on another day. Which, worst case scenario, that'll probably be our Saturday stream, but we'll see. We shall see.